Good morning, dear students. Dear students, in this geography class, we will learn the different types of vegetations in India. Already we have learned to tropical evergreen forest or rainforest we have learned. Then we have learned about the deciduous monsoon forest or the tropical deciduous forest. Now the third one is desert and semi-desert vegetation. The third category of vegetation in our country is desert and semi-desert vegetation. So we will learn the climate needed for the growth of this vegetation. Then we will learn about the areas or the states of this vegetation, the presence of this vegetation in these states. Okay. And then characteristics of this desert vegetation and the types of trees. Then we will learn about the scrub or the thorn forest, mountain forest and the littoral forest are the remaining vegetation types in India. Okay, we will learn about the desert and the semi-desert vegetation. Desert and the semi-desert vegetation. So you know what is a desert? A very hot and a dry place. Always the temperature is very high and the rainfall is very less. It means less than 25 centimeters in 1 year. That is a maximum rainfall in a desert. Now, okay, climate. Desert and semi-desert vegetation is found in the area of average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius and with the rainfall of less than 25 centimeters. Okay, so high temperature and less rainfall. This is the character. Okay, that desert type of vegetation. And now areas. Desert and semi-desert type of vegetation is found in Kutch. Kutch is a district in Gujarat. Saurashtra. Okay, Saurashtra is a region, is a peninsular region of Gujarat located on the Arabian Sea coast, Saurashtra. Desert vegetation that we can see in these areas, Kutch district of Gujarat, Saurashtra region of Gujarat, southwest Punjab, Rajasthan and dry parts of the Deccan. So this, okay, map is important there. Saurashtra, okay, region, Bhuj region, then southwest Punjab, okay. And now features of this vegetation. The plants that grow in this type of vegetation are called xerophytes. That is, they either have very thin leaves or no leaves, or the leaves are very waxy and thorny that prevents loss of water and moisture. Okay, it can store water also. Some of the you will learn cacti. Okay, some leaves of this type of trees can store water. Stem can store water. Xerophytes. Their stems and leaves are often covered by sharp spines and thorns. Okay. Another quality characteristics of this trees. Their stems and leaves are often covered by sharp spines or thorns. Okay. Then they have long roots to draw water as the rainfall is very scarce, and thick fleshy stems to store water during drought. Another feature of the tree, feature. So we have learned already that the rainfall, the amount of rainfall is very less in a desert, maximum 25 centimeters in 1 year. That is the amount of rainfall that desert region receives. So that is why The trees or the plants that grow in this region have what we can say long roots to draw water, and also thick fleshy stems to store water during drought time. Thick fleshy stems to store water. Okay. Now species. This type of vegetation mainly consists of babool or acacia, arabica, date palm, khair and ber. Okay. Babool is the most important tree of this region. Khair tree yields strong, tough and hardwood used as fuel for the local area. Another use of this khair, okay, trees, seeds are a good source of protein, that is kite trees are seeds. And branches of this tree are quite often for what we can say goat fodder. It has medicinal value, okay, and then local people are using this for firewood and also furniture making. Important uses of the khair in a desert region. Khair also yields gum and the bark provides material for tanning hides and skins. Tanning hides means converting animal skin into leather. In industry we can say. And the use of this tree, the gum of this tree. Other species found here are cacti, which are of little use. So the main species are the babool, khair, okay. In a desert vegetation, temperature, rainfall areas. Then we have learned about the features of this belt of vegetation. And now the next one is thorn forest, scrub and the thorn forest. Okay. Climate. These forests are found in the areas of average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius and rainfall of less than 100 centimeters. Temperature and the rainfall and areas. These types of trees are found in the northwest part of the country, northwest, Rajasthan, western Haryana, Kutch and western Punjab, Kutch or Kutch district, Kutch we can say. Okay. Areas and characteristics. The vegetation found here is low scrub and stunted trees. What is a stunted? Prevented from growing or developing properly. Okay. Shrubs with long roots and thorns. Okay, characteristics of the thorn forest. Species, it has long tapering roots, thorny branches and small fleshy leaves. Again, khair is here. It is useful as timber. It provides material for making dyes for tanning. Already we have learned. Wild dates are also common. Okay. So the scrub and the thorn forest. Now the next one is mountain forest or the mixed forest based on relief. Mountain forest. Okay. Climate for these forests are found in the areas of average temperature less than 20 degrees Celsius or cool areas at an altitude of 1500 meters to 1300 meters. Okay, 1500 meters to 1300 meters. 3300 meters. 3300. So we know altitude now. What is altitude? Altitude is the height of a place from the sea, that is known as altitude. Okay. Altitude is height. Okay. And then which areas of this forest? Okay, we will learn that areas. In the north, they occur in the temperate zone of the Himalayas, from Kashmir to Assam, at varying altitude. Once again, altitude, height above the sea level. In the south, they are found in Nilagiri. Nilagiri in Tamil Nadu, a district and a hilly area. Anamalai Hills at an elevation between 1000 to 1500 meters. Anamalai Hills, also known as Elephant Mountain, are the range of mountains that form the southern part of Western Ghats and lies in the borders of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Anamalai is a range of mountain, in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So there we can see this mountain forest. Characteristics of mountain forest. Mountain forest consists of mixed deciduous and coniferous forest. Coniferous forest. They occur in the transition zone of mixed forest and coniferous forest. Mountain forest. Here. And the species spruce and cedar. In the north, and eucalyptus and are found in the Nilagiri, eucalyptus. They form high but fairly open forest with shrubby undergrowth including oaks, laurel, bamboo, poplar, beech, walnuts, yam and cinchona. Are the important trees. Some other we will learn chirpine. It is used for extraction of resin and turpentine. Turpentine is a volatile oil distilled from gum, or used in mixing paint, turpentine. And this tree is useful for that. As it provides softwood, it is also used for making packing cases for tea. Packing cases for tea. Now we know that we are having plastic packet now, but it is a very big one, softwood, and with this softwood, tea factories or companies are making packing cases. It is found in Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and Kashmir, chirpine. It is very soft, not very tough. Silver fir. It is typical coniferous tree. It is used for paper, pulp, matches, planking and packing cases. It is found in northwest and eastern Himalayas. And the other. Its wood is oily, durable and scented. It is used for railway, sleepers and house construction. It is found in Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. So mountain forest according to the altitude. And please remember the climatic condition for the growth of this one. Cool climate, then rainfall. And the last variety of vegetation in our country is tidal or mangrove or littoral forest. Littoral meaning onshore. So mangrove, first of all, please understand mangrove. Mangrove is a shrub or a small tree that grows in coastal saline or brackish water. Mangrove is a small tree that grows in coastal saline or brackish water. They contain a complex salt filtration system and a complex root system to cope with salt water immersion and wave action. They are adapted to low oxygen condition of waterlogged mud. So mangrove is a small plant or a small tree, that grows in coastal saline or brackish water. Mangrove forests are there. For example, in Sundarban. Sundarban, okay. Climate. The tidal forests occur in and around deltas with average temperature of about 26 to 29 degrees Celsius and very heavy rainfall. Okay, rainfall is very high, more than 200 centimeters in 1 year, and temperature also. And the location. The tidal forests occur in and around the delta regions, estuaries and creeks and are prone to tidal influence. Found in areas flooded by tides, these types of trees can survive in fresh and brackish water. Brackish water, no, saline water, okay. Areas and the states. Tidal forests occupy a large area, about 21,000 square kilometers in the Sundarban Delta. What is Sundarban? Sundarban is a mangrove area in the delta formed by the confluence of the Ganges, Brahmaputra and Meghna rivers in the Bay of Bengal. So it is a delta formed by 3 rivers. Okay. It is a Bengali name. Sundarban means beautiful forest. Okay, Sundarban in West Bengal. And Mahanadi, Odisha, Mahanadi Delta, Godavari, Krishna and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, Godavari River, Krishna River in Andhra Pradesh. They are also found in the western region also. Okay, Sundarban, not the mangrove trees. What is mangrove? Tidal forest, no? Okay, characteristics of this forest. Mangrove vegetation is characterized by breathing roots or pneumatophore. Okay, pneumatophore, which act as respiratory organs. This mangrove vegetation, no. So pneumatophore, breathing organs, roots, breathing roots, or the respiratory organs. One of the important character of these trees is silt-like roots remain submerged underwater, but it can be seen at a low tide and high tide. You know, already we have learned in class 9 the spring tide, neap tide, low tide, high tide. Please remember that. This tangled mass of roots help the plant to survive in the shifting mud of coastal region. So pneumatophore, we have learned pneumatophore, breathing roots. Okay, and then another one. The roots remain submerged underwater, and these forests are very dense. Okay, and the important species. Sundari is a very important in this area. Sundari. Sundarban Delta has been named after it. Sundari trees. No? That is why Sundarban, beautiful forest. Its wood is very hard, strong and durable, lasting for a long time. Sundari tree. And the wood is very hard, strong. It is used for boat building. Okay. Some important species are Gorgon and Hindal, which provide fuel for household. Others include Hero, Agar and Rhizophora. Okay, the scientific names. Gorgon, Hindal, you remember that. Okay. Then Sundari tree, an important one, Sundari. That is why Sundarban. So listen, dear student, we have completed the first topic, types of vegetations. Once again, please remember, tropical evergreen forest, or the rainforest. In this topic, you have to remember areas and the climate for the growth of this, then characteristics and the important species. Second one, we have deciduous forest, we have learned, monsoon forest. Third, we have learned about the Okay, desert and semi-desert, 4 thorn forest, and then mountain forest we have learned, and the last one is mangrove or the tidal or littoral forest are the important categories of forest or vegetations in our country. Okay, so please remember this. And now in the next video we will learn about the conservation of forest. Okay, conservation of forest, then the national forest policy. Okay, a very easy lesson. Please revise the lesson and learn the things and remember it. Okay, map also you have to learn. Okay, thank you.